What is up guys, Greedy Knight here with a late night upload talking about the weapon I love to death, Chargeblade. After my time in Monster Hunter GU, I found this weapon lackluster compared to its Monster Hunter 4U and World iterations. The shackles placed on the weapon have finally been lifted after 5 long years. I will atomize this video to give you the Chargeblade analysis you deserve. I'll be posting the remaining 10 Blade Master weapon analysis in 2 separate videos, so look forward to those. Without further ado, let's get into it. I will show the new monsters in this video so it doesn't eat any time from the other analysis videos I will be posting. Below are all of the confirmed monsters appearing in Rise as of this last week's set of Monster Hunter Rise weapon trailers. In short, a lot of world monsters are back along with Rathian. Rathalos was confirmed in the last trailer, so it was only natural to have Rathian appear in Rise. The other monsters I am not very familiar with because I did not play World, but they are welcome to the Rise roster. There are 2 straggler monsters that are speculated to be in the game but are not shown in the weapon trailers, so they are not confirmed at this time by any trailers that I've seen. Take this bit of information with a grain of salt. The 2 candidates are Bizarrios and Great Jagras. Bizarrios apparently has its armor showcased in one of the trailers, while Great Jagras was stated on one of the groups I'm part of to be seen in the background of one of the trailers. But neither of these monsters have been confirmed officially. With that out of the way, let's get into the Chargeblade trailer. If you look closely at the attack montage, it shows that the hunter is performing a shield thrust and then performing a super. Most of the world players are accustomed to the shield thrust into super shortcut, but for those coming from Monster Hunter GU, this is their first time being exposed to the shield thrust shortcut since Monster Hunter 4U. It also shows that the super has shockwaves again. Monster Hunter GU removed them in favor of an inferior single shockwave. It's just nice to see the original iteration of Chargeblade returning. The next 2 following moves are teasers for the Silk Bind moves, following the trend of the other trailers. The hunter's armor and weapon appears to be from the new spider monster, meaning sooner rather than later, we will likely get a formal monster reveal of this monster. Based on the colors of the file explosion, the weapon appears to be an element file Chargeblade due to the green coloration of the supers and file attacks. Element has always had the distinct green color for elemental bursts, while Impact File has always been red or orange. Also, it appears to have a fire element from the flame after effects. It appears every weapon now has a readily accessible jump attack via the wire bug, while certain weapons have aerial silkbind moves for additional mobility. You can perform a regular aerial chop into your axe combo. It is only my speculation, but you can most likely perform your regular sword and shield attacks through this wirebug action as well. One thing I would like to see is if you can use a super in the air or not, so that the weapon is reminiscent of aerial style Chargeblade. The next clip shows the normal sword and shield combo ending in the roundhouse slash. Here we can more prominently see the fire element being inflicted on the monster. We don't have any new guard points in the base moveset being showcased in this trailer, which is my only disappointment with Rise's iteration of Chargeblade. However, the developers exceeded my expectations with the Silkbind moves. In this clip, the hunter guard points successfully and retaliates with a super. As a Monster Hunter 4U and GU veteran, this means that guard point into super is back. It is followed by a clip of the hunter unleashing an ultra. A few things to note is that the ultra causes the monster to flinch on the first try, meaning the motion values from World are likely unchanged or minimally altered. Considering the Great Azushi took a decent wallop to the head and the most it did was flinch, it further indicates the Spider Chargeblade is Element Vial rather than Impact Vial. The first Silkbind attack I'm calling Advancing Morph is an instant transformation into Axe mode, performing the second attack of the super combo. This emulates an Adept Evade from Monster Hunter GU, except you can perform the attack on demand. You have greater control of which direction you go, and you can perform it from sword and shield mode. This is a good Silkbind attack for several reasons. You can reposition to a better hit zone on the monster, you can close distances, and it combos straight into a super, or ultra. If you think of it like this, you now have shield thrust into super, and now advancing morph into super, giving you an additional shortcut into a super. Not only do you output more damage from the second burst chop compared to a shield thrust, it can place you in the weakest hit zone on the monster, maximizing your super damage. The second Silkbind attack, which I'm just calling full counter, instantly fills your vials, giving you several options. It takes inspiration from two distinct hunter arts from Monster Hunter GU. These arts are Limit Breaker and Ripper Shield. The hunter locks his shield in place, which borrows the animation from Limit Breaker, but the rest of the move borrows various qualities from Ripper Shield. In Monster Hunter GU, Ripper Shield fills your vials after a chainsaw attack, giving you the option to load them into your shield or perform an axe burst chop. Full counter fills your vials just like Ripper Shield does, albeit through a guard point animation instead of the chainsaw, and gives you access to both an instant ultra slash super or an instant condensed element slash. At this time, we do not know if we can perform an evade, load vials into the shield instead of attacking, or perform a wire bug action directly after the guard is successful, but I'm speculating those are also options for this Silkbind attack, as it resembles a strengthened version of a guard point. All things considered, full counter doesn't burn through sharpness to the same degree that Ripper Shield does, and is technically a third guard point on demand, making an amazing addition to the Chargeblade moveset. From the glimpse of the file, sword, and shield icons for Chargeblade, we know that condensed element slashes can be performed outside of full counter, and ultras do not consume shield charge just like in World. We now have multiple combo pathways thanks to the new Silkbind attacks, adding a new super shortcut, as well as a broken guard point, making Chargeblade a weapon to be reckoned with. This will be the only in-depth weapon trailer I will do, because this is the weapon that has hooked me into Monster Hunter and kept me playing for well over 1,000+ hours across the 3 games I played. It is a weapon I know like the back of my hand, so I feel qualified to talk this in-depth about the weapon. For other weapons, I can't say the same, so I will do my best for sure, but they will be shorter by nature, 4 minutes for each weapon at most. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and consider subscribing. It will help this channel grow and encourage me to make more content like this. See you in the next one. Greedy Knight, signing out.